All right, so let's dig into this. Let me make sure that we're centered here above. Looks like we've settled on the Mutton Snapper. Okay, not gonna lie. We're gonna start this out just like we always do with what was I thinking when I decided that putting two of them in the book was gonna be a great idea. The first thing I want to do is grab the blue that is going to be the iconic color up here around the eye. I need to sharpen this a little more. We're working with super, super small area here, so let's get into it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep, that's going to be beautiful. Yep. I'm using electric blue here. So I'm just going to come in here and just layer on and layer on and layer on. And I think so there's that. Now let's grab an orange for the eyeballs. Let's see here. Pale vermilion. Yes, please. And I kind of go around the initial iris of the eye, a little bit outside the lines here. Then we'll come back in with some darker, like umbers or whatever. This vermilion we're also going to put on his pectoral fin, and we're barely touching. Barely touching. This vermilion is really, really powerful. And we want to be able to have some yellow show through some of this. So we're also going to have some of this vermilion on his dorsal fin at the top. So we're just going to start at the point and kind of work our way a little bit into the meaty or the spiny part of the pectoral fin here. As we go down, we're going to have less and less of that orange showing, and it's going to be a lot lighter than it is up here. The other thing is that we have to figure out the stripies, because as we come down the side of the body, and y'all, I didn't draw all the scales. The scales on these fish make me crazy because they're very, very, very scaly. But we're not really trying to learn how to do scales. We're trying to, so let's see here. So this is this, and then this is the shape, and then this is in between. Here with some of this vermilion on his tail, barely any color. Kind of color in the direction that the tail would be. Now when we come over here and do this, if I was painting it, I would put blue in this orange, lower the intensity of it, and shove it on back. So we're going to attempt to see if that works by putting the vermilion down and then shading over it with said blue. Don't know if it's going to work or not. just a few streaks back here as well. See, that's the thing. I think this is the light color, and then this is the actual stripy. I'm gonna have to cipher that here for a minute. Okay, so next, this green. I think it's the lime peel. Wow, let's see. Start putting some of this in here. Yeah, okay, that's not terrible. Lime peel all the way down. Barely there at the back. Okay, so we're gonna come over here and do some lime peel here as well, right over that. The other thing I forgot to do is this. Let's get into it with this and let's go over well, that did set it down. Yeah, that's not terrible. Okay, that's not terrible. Put that right there. Orange. These guys are just spectacularly beautiful. They're seriously gorgeous. I'm gonna set that right there. I'm not sure that's the color I want yet. Ooh, there we go. Oh, what gorgeous. I always get nervous to like mark my spots and color deep and heavy. I always get nervous about that. Back to the vermilion. And I could spend hours on each just area of these fish, but this is just practice. We're just trying to get to know the fish in this. This sets you up to be able to paint the fish. That's what the whole point of these are. If you want to learn how to paint the fish, if you do this first, it will help you understand how the fish works. That's my thinking behind it anyway. And it's kind of cool color one. So I'm gonna put that back right there. And I'm gonna grab kelp green. Kelp green is the color that we want. Seems to me that the base, oh yeah, that's the color. There's some kelpy green at the base of the spines. Yep. As I go back the pectoral fin, I'm letting up the pressure because we want the color there, but we want it to be a higher value. And when you do that with the colored pencils, it's based, sometimes it's based on the pressure that you add. So, I know that we've got this kelp green here. We're gonna have some of it here. I'm just making these little loop-de-loops coming down the face of this fish. What that's gonna do is allow me to make it look like there's scales on his face. I don't want this to be a 5-hour tutorial, but I want to show you some detail. And barely. Going over this with the lime peel. Gauge if I like that or not. I think I do. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. So now we've got a little bit of lime peel in here as it comes down the pectoral fin. Okay, a little bit of that. Not too. That's not terrible. It's not too shabby. I'm also feeling like nectar color under his belly. Combined with some blue. Might be a good idea. Might be a terrible idea. I don't know. See, out of the water, he really looks like he's got quite a bit of, he's got the yellow on his face, so we're gonna go with the yellowed orange. We're just gonna get crazy here. I can tell you that it's about to get crazy up in here. So we just start layering in all of these fish are super colorful. We just gotta start layering in all these colors and not be scared. Just don't be scared. You got this. No matter what you do, it's not going to be terrible. It won't be wrong. It just might not be exact. And we'll just go with it. We're just going to go for it. Okay, so it looks kind of silly. He kind of looks like he's got a mohawk, but you know, just hang tight. Okay. So the image that I'm working from is what? White. Blown out. Here. So, however, it does bring to mind, that's really, we don't want that this electric blue kind of goes all the way down this fish's face. Just a touch. So we're going to kind of color right over some of that. So pretty. So then we have, there's a little swagger of blue here. And again, you know what? None of this is, there's no right or wrong. There just is. So come in with the same blue. Don't press as hard. Put a little bit of color back here on the back fish's face, because, well, I've drawn two different fish, but so this goes here. This is the skinny line, and inside the skinny line is actually a spot that sort of looks like an eyeball. So we're just gonna draw that just like that for just a moment. I don't know how the Sharpie got in here. I don't know what that's all about. So let's see here now. Why this printed so blown out, but it sure did. Okay, so I need a red color. It's kind of reddy purple. I know that's gonna just be process red. Now, if we do some green over that process red, it might not be terrible. Oh, wow. That's really bad. It's almost like lipstick. I'm not really sure that's the right color. I'm also not sure that these contacts are any good anymore. Oh, okay, it's good with over the green. It's really good over the green. Yeah. It's okay. So I need more of a, like a pinky salmon color. Let's try this. Is this Deco Peach? No, this is Blush Pink. Ooh. I don't know about this. Okay, I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate it. All right, let's get back into this. So it's got kind of a pinky underbody and green on top with some orange in here. This fish is like literally the rainbow. So, I know that he's got, according to the photo in the page, I have this Parma Violet. I don't really know what that is. Ooh, I'm not sure that's the right color. I'm just coming in here and adding a little bitty baby touch of that. I don't know what that is, but I think I can get behind it. Right here, because there would be a shadow there where his gill plate would be sticking up. Okay, that would definitely be a thing. There would be some shadow here. Again, the goal is not perfection. The goal is just to start to understand the fish makeup and what this fish looks like and how the colors perform with this fish. Don't get wrapped around the axle. Grade lavender. One of the better colors in this whole set, because this is a lower intensity lavender, and it does a lovely job of pushing those colors back into the painting. I love it. I'm going to put some of that here on his pectoral fin at the base. And then of course I'll color over that with something else. Because I want it to be a little lower intensity when we get around to some of the other colors. It's a lot easier to do it that way, I think. I feel like it's gonna be I need to get his face covered with color. And it's really hard because I can't quite tell what his face color is. This is Nectar. I feel like if I come in with this nectar color, gotta be really, really careful because this nectar pencil, and it might be just the way mine is sharpened, is just showing off all the lines, and I don't want to see all the lines. Color in tiny little circles like this. It feels like you're making scales. I'm going to color back here behind. And right now with that green arc across him, he kind of looks like he's got a little bit of a mohawk, but we're going to cover that up here. We're just going to keep
bringing in these, where, you know, the make-believe scales here. See, he looks scaly now. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm going to put some of that here as well. I don't 100% know what I'm doing. I'm using this nectar color over the green, and then eventually I'm going to come back with the green over it. Whew, okay, more nectar. I've got a nice smooth side here that I'm working with, and it's working out well. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. Sorry, I was forgetting which side of the camera I'm supposed to be looking at. Wow, that's... Again, tiny little circles. Give the illusion of scales. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Huh. Huh. Trying to see what it looks like on the screen. It looks pretty dang good. Okay. I can live with this. I can live with this. I'm gonna do a little bit of the going in with yellow ochre. Same tiny baby circles. Right over all those other areas. kind of shook how nice this is actually looking. So I'm just gonna keep adding more and more color. I wish I would not have done 2 fish. Because I don't want this one to take away from how cool this one is. I mean, like, literally. Okay, so now I have to figure out, what is it, Ryan? Is that the color? Is it? Yes. Yes, it is. Wearing lipstick right now, but we're gonna fix that. I also don't want you to get discouraged if you can't get the pectoral fin anchored into the fish the way you want. You know, by virtue of me having to draw the line so dark so that they showed up in the print, it kind of gives you a disadvantage of making this a little more realistic. So don't be hard on yourself. Come in very lightly. Carmine red. Carmine red's beautiful. It's beautiful in acrylic, it's beautiful in oil, and it's definitely beautiful in this Prismacolor pencil. It's beautiful. So we're gonna put some carmine red back here too, right over that green. Up here in just some of these areas and put some of it up here in his dorsal fin, right over that orange. It's just going to intensify that orange a little bit. Ooh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. Okay, so am just barely drawing what could be scales. I could have just drawn them backwards. I'm not really sure. Going? Yeah, we still have 6 more minutes left before it shuts off. Okay, let's go back to the kelp green. Let's start adding some of that kelp green into this I'm going to come over the stripey here with some of the sky blue. For one, it is a stripe. For two, that's a highlight. I'm going to come in here and just kind of grind it out underneath the belly. Just a touch. Same thing here, just a touch. We're going to highlight this with some paint anyway, so, you know, it's okay. lip too dark. So, you know, the only way that that gets fixed is to go in with the paint marker and color over the lip, over the line that I made, and then kind of do your own. Sorry about that, y'all. This is the sky blue light. Okay. I'm tempted to put some neon in this fish. Ooh! That's not really the right color though. I've got a little off the rails here with this. You know. Probably some of the purple first. Let's get some of that lavender. What is that? Yep, lavender. Straight up lavender. Let's get some of that lavender in there. What? Okay. I'm gonna put some color around the background of this front fish so I can sort of see where we're going with it. That helps. I am not very adventurous when it comes to graphic design-y stuff, so this is really pushing me to get out of my comfort zone, which is good because that's how you grow as an artist. So, you know, we'll see how this works. I don't know. When I look at this, when I look at the images of the fish, I see the water around the fish like I've seen in real life, and so it's challenging.
right, we're actually gonna get started. Okay. So, I feel like after looking at this and looking at the blue in the background here that I definitely need to get in here with some more of these greens. Just thought I was grabbing a green and grabbed a purple instead. Let's see, artichoke. Just another layer of color here. Just another layer of color. Super, super light, super, super light. Just coming in here with another layer of color. I get a little timid about this, I think. I'm gonna come into the back one and just make a few little areas here where I can tell myself that there's gonna be some stripies. I'm just gonna keep layering all this color on here. Layer it up and layer it up and layer it up. And this fish in the background, in hindsight, I probably should have just left the fish off because it's so much easier to not have to worry about setting distances with all of these fish. So this is a stripe, that's gonna be 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 a stripe. So we're just gonna kind of quickly come in here and kind of start filling all of this. Trying to layer on the color. That's all I'm doing right now, is just trying to layer on all of this color. Super light layers of color. It's almost like glazing in acrylics because you can see all of the color underneath, which is really kind of cool. Darker that I go here, just with these little extra layers of color, the more realistic this becomes. And the more realistic it becomes, the more I like it. So, we're in the planning phases. Mapping out this color. See how this one's already starting to push back in there? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of green to this tail because red and green set each other back. And I want this guy to be more in the background. Actually, you know what I really wanna do? I really just wanna paint over the whole thing and just eliminate the fact that I did that. Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Should I? What is happening here? Ooh, that's some serious amounts of green getting added to that. That's the aquamarine, and it really has no place on this fish. Don't do that. This is the lime peel. This is a really nice color, but it's super intense. I mean, it comes right off the page. Oh yeah, check it out. You know, I don't know if this is 100% correct or not. These fish are seriously beautifully colored. I mean, they are just, I think they're just gorgeous, which is one of the reasons why I included them in the book. So, but they're, you've got lots and lots and lots of layers to these fish. Lots of layers to these fish. Let's grab the regular orange and come over here and add some color here and add some color back here behind this gill. Let's add a little bit more color to his dorsal fins. We're gonna add a little bit of color back here to his tail. Just looking to start really getting this laid in now. Gonna go over some of these areas here with this orange. Because even though the fish on the page might not be colored like that, sometimes you just gotta take some creative liberties because these fish are all individuals, right? Gonna come back here with some of this orange and just lightly kind of glaze the area here. And I'm not even staying in the lines. I'm really more focused on this fish right here, not so much this one. Really want this fish here to pop because it looks so good. It looks really good. I'm really happy with the way this one's looking so far. Especially for the first time ever coloring one of these. I've never even painted one of these guys. So we're just learning together. It's a good thing. Over the tail again. Fins, carmine over here. I don't know what's happening to this fish here. I'm seriously considering just removing this fish from the whole thing. Just painting white over the top of it and then just coloring something, just making that all background. That would just be great. Note to self, sometimes less is more in these. Less is more. It's okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So I'm not gonna, I'm not tapping out yet. They're so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I need a dark green. What is this? Green ochre. Is this gonna, oh yeah, that's a good, yeah, that's the color. So I'm just gonna kind of anchor his dorsal fin down into his body with some of this green ochre. And then I'm gonna kind of add a little bit of color to his body here too with this. Just a little bit. It's just a little bit darker. Gives it another dimension, kind of, accentuates those stripes. Gives the fish a little more depth of field, which we like. We'll put some around
around the eyeball. You see, the more that I anchor that eye into his face, the more realistic that eye becomes. And I haven't touched the eyeball or the iris or the retina or the pupil. All I'm doing is anchoring it with around the eye itself, and it just starts to really add some serious amounts of dimension to everything going on. Gives you that illusion of it being dimensional rather than a flat subject matter. Notice that I'm still coloring in little teeny tiny little circles, and that kind of also gives you the illusion of scales without having to stress out about scales. Now, my disclaimer is that I'm not a professional color pencilist. So there could be some techniques that are way better than this that we will discover together later on down the line as we get into these lessons a little bit more. So this fish is a little bit looser than what we've done in the past, and you know, that's okay. That's okay. I just want to get some more color down on this one here so we can get on down the road with the background, because I'm having a little bit of trouble still envisioning the background on this. My challenge on all of these for myself is to try to create a more illustrated background, more pop art background, and just because I'm constantly trying to loosen up. And on this one, I find myself following the lay of the fish, the outline of the fish, which is not really what I wanted to do, but that's just the way that it happened on this one. So there you have it. That's where we're at with that. Vermilion, pale vermilion. This is a great color. Vermilion makes some of the most amazing peaches. Let's come in here and do a little eyeball work here. Color his pectoral fin in the moss green right now. And then I'm going to come down over his body with some of this moss green as well. Very carefully. Also know that there's going to be like a dot right there. Okay. This guy in the back, I don't know what I think about this one yet. Sorry, y'all, I just don't know. Wow, that was definitely, don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Don't pick up the nectar and just get after it, because wow, no. That was crazy. Well, maybe not. Let's get after it on this fin here. It might not be crazy, because it's a lower intensity. It's the same color family, but it's a lower intensity. So it might be exactly here. Can we get a little ochre? I'm going directly. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh! I did it. Okay, yep. That worked. Oh yeah, that worked really nicely. Okay, so the yellow ochre directly over all of that kind of removes all the grainy effect. Gives a lovely color to the fish. And again, we're not trying to have a ton of detail on this back fish. We're just trying to set him into the background. That's what I'm looking to do, is set this one into the background. So. I'm pressing down fairly hard over his dorsal fin at this point and really blending this yellow ochre into all of these other colors. Wow, that pops. That's really nice. Now I'm going to go over his face a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit on his body. We're doing pretty good here. Yep. Oh, and look, this guy's really starting to come together now. See? Sometimes you just seriously have to trust the process, and that's a very challenging thing to do, even for me, and I've been doing this for a long time. Well, not the actual coloring part, I'm pretty new with the coloring pencils. But the process of trusting the process of art. I'm going to come in here and get some more of this colored. I don't want to color all of this yellow yet, though, I feel like. I'm not quite ready for that. I do want to sharpen my lavender gray, my grayed lavender, because I want to get in here on his body and get a little bit more of this going, and probably some more of the cloud blue. Because a lot of these shadows are going to read like that. You just kind of come in and just start squeaking them in there. Kind of all over the place. And I'm just using this to blend out that color. And am I going to get the exact results that I want? Probably not on this fish. But the more we do this together, the more we all learn, and the easier it's going to be to get it done the way we want it. I'm going to come in here with this blue and fill in this fish's underbelly here with this blue. This is the cloud blue. I'm just trying to lay in some colors so that I have a starting place to start blending and shadowing. So what I'm telling myself is that this is the highest value that's going to be on this fish at this point. I'm going to go over the middle part here. Kind of blend all that out. the main character of the story anyway. This guy is. So, you know, we need to always keep that in mind. Let me come in. There we go. Now he's got a little more depth on his mouth. That was black. You all know I don't use black very often. That was sort of a cheat there, I suppose. Now, the reality is that all of this isn't really where it should be. And I'm going to try to fix it with the jelly rolls if they'll work for me. Sometimes to get the ink flowing, blow in the bottom of it. There it is. See, it worked. Oh yeah, that's a much better look. Okay, so the Uniball ones are definitely, they've got more pigment in them. Their pigment is more opaque. So when you lay it down, it stays. Then I just come over with my thumb or my finger and just kind of, you know, blend it out just as a touch. Doing it this way is never going to be perfect, but sometimes if you ease up on your pressure, the ink will flow a lot easier from the ball of the pen. Pushing down, sometimes it just won't come out. I'm going cobalt back here in the background. Maybe a good idea, might be a terrible idea. We're gonna find out. Then I'm gonna run it all the way over. Kind of blend that out. It's okay. I don't hate it. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I'm pushing really hard to outline this fish with this blue here. And I do have a blue Posca pen, but I think I will use it on the fish that's in front. I kind of like it. Okay, where's my blue Posca pen? Oh, it was here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's finish up the Mutton Snappers. So the thing is this, I feel like I just want to start playing in the paint. So I'm going to come over here and grab some of this delicious gold. I'm using some of the interference colors to do the fish belly. It's gonna be so pretty. just smearing a light layer of all of this gloriousness on this fish. That's what's happening. I'm gonna grab some of the green that I've got. Oh wow, that's really pretty. Ooh, that's a lot. This stuff is really, really strong, but what I like about it is that you can remove some of it. Get a little crazy with it. You can come back and make some adjustments that maybe you can't do with some other paint. Well, not watercolor anyway. Watercolor's pretty unforgiving. See my orange. It's this one. I like putting the interference orange on these. Some of that green. Just gonna trail some of that green. I'm going pretty heavy on the interference on this one. I just want to experiment. Puffy hair. I'm going to drop some of the super bright pearl up here just for a little bit of extra shimmer. I'm going to put it right here as a highlight as well. Interference blue. I don't think we've put any of that in here yet. We haven't. And I like to put some of the interference blue directly on the orange as well. Just in a few little areas. A little interference blue on his belly. Y'all, we're gonna come out with kits in the next little bit, and we are going to have our own formulas of paint in those kits. If you have an opinion about that and have something in particular that you'd like to see in a kit, we want you to start reaching out to us on Instagram and on leave a comment in the YouTube comments and let us know what you want to learn how to do, because the kits are going to be really cool. They're going to be really cool. I can't wait. I seriously cannot wait. They're going to be pretty spectacular. So there'll be a little mini book called a Pocket Passport, and a few pages in there of illustrations that I've done for you to be able to paint, and the paper will be able to hold acrylic and watercolor and marker. So we'll be able to do a whole mixed media fun
whole mixed media fun look to each page. You'll get a tutorial for one of the pages. You'll get a reference photo or two. It's gonna be awesome. I'm pretty excited about what's in the works for this, really. So I want to experiment with outlining this fish with different colors. Maybe I want to go all the way around the rainbow. That this just kind of sticks to everything. Okay, this is kind of cool. Some of the blues working here. Well, I like the way that blue looks up against the outline of the fish. I like that a lot, actually. I think that works. Let's grab some of the aqua color. It's really a beautiful turquoisey color. Oh, this is so much fun. The graphic illustration aspect of this is really quite liberating, I feel like. And the aqua over the colors really looks beautiful. Let's do some interference gold here. That's my teapot making all that noise. I'm gonna give it a little bit of shine on this one in the back, but not a whole lot. You know, just enough to kind of bring him out a little bit, but I like the outline. I like how rough the outline is. Which is pretty uncharacteristic of me because I really struggle with these being more, you know, graphic-y illustrations than photorealism, but I'm really focusing on loosening up and having more fun with the art than it being so precise and regimented. I don't know if it's good or if it's not good. Can't really tell you. Can't really tell you about that. I can tell you though that it was fun. And sometimes just fun is way more important. Looks like maybe he's dripping color into this background. How much fun would that be? Blend some of this out. I want stationery that looks like this, just so I can look at it. When you put in, what I'm learning is that when I put in all of this interference, I do lose some of the detail in the fish, but the interference is so pretty, I kind of don't care. It's like having a Radco ornament on the page. I like it so much that I'm okay with the trade-off. So what do we think? Well, maybe it's a hot mess, but I don't think it's a hot mess inside of a dumpster fire inside of a train wreck. I think we're just on the hot mess express here, and let's see what it photographs like. That's Michael's reminding me that I should go spend more money.